Welcome, everybody. How's it going? Hey, welcome to my very first live ever where I don't know how to turn on my microphone. Okay. Hey, Melissa, how are you? Hey, Shiny. Hey, Red Violet, how are you, dear? How are you? So I am so glad to see y'all. I know I just kind of popped the friggity frick on. Oh, child. Ooh, let me tell y'all something. I last night I was gonna come live last night, and then I had to help someone. Good afternoon, Coach Leslie. There was just someone that I had spoken to earlier, and just kind of had to help them with something. And then I was like, I'm not going on live. So I will tell you, sometimes, a lot of times, and I'm speaking to my empaths my healers, right? My teachers and my coaches, my shamans, my light workers, my star seeds. If you help humanity in any way, never forget that we're here to help humanity. Never forget that we're here, and not just to help humanity on a global scale, but the individual as well. And while I firmly believe in making sure that you maintain boundaries, let me just take that out. Stop. Well, I firmly believe, of course, we have to maintain healthy boundaries and such. Never forget that that's our primary focus, is to be here to help um, in time of need. And you can still maintain boundaries and do that um, when your brother or your sister is crying out. If you got a few minutes, take a few minutes to help them. Now, I'm not saying to do that if that person just is continually like, you know what I mean? Like, there's using people, right? But this wasn't that um, at all. So it's a different story if you're continuing to do this over and over and over again, and then they just are not making any progress just because they refuse to make any progress. It's a whole different story. Then you need to assess it. But in general, if you got a few minutes, take a few minutes. Yeah. Oh, no problem, honey. No problem. Yeah. Yeah. Melissa says, I was just thinking that many people have an ultimate goal of getting married and having a family while I'm over here with the goal of helping humanity. Yeah. And you can still have a goal of getting married and have a family and still want to help humanity. I would really love to be in a committed, sacred creator relationship. I would love that. I joke around a whole lot. Well, it's not really joking. I'm dead serious that I'm not going to sign another marriage certificate. Uh, at this point, I don't see the point. Things would have to drastically change as far as the laws and tax laws and all that stuff in this country. So spiritual commitment, here I come, because that's really what it's all about anyway. So it's okay to have that goal for humanity, like in your humanness, because you can't forget that you're still human. Um, but yeah, you're right. Like when we, but that doesn't take precedence. I could be right or wrong, guys. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying it is how it is. That doesn't take precedence over my purpose, overall purpose for the human race. It's an interesting balance that one has to strike, right? I'm so glad you made it, sweetheart. Yeah, it wouldn't complete exactly, Melissa. That's exactly right. Like, I've been there, done that, got those t-shirts, and I love my children. And I loved both of my ex-husbands. But it didn't give me this fulfillment, completion in this like my children do, in a different way. But once they grow up and they move on as they're supposed to and become, you know, um, wonderful individuals, I'm proud of each and every one of them on an individual basis. Once that happens, then what are you left with? You're left with you. And so if you haven't cultivated you and healed you and moved in your purpose, it's all for naught. Right? Then now you're 40 some odd years old going through that. My day is fabulous, honey. My day is fabulous. The trees told you they don't be worried, but be ready. Absolutely. I totally agree with you. It would be nice to have a partner that shares the same vision. Exactly. That's why I said sacred creator. And we don't even have to be completely like, I don't necessarily want you to be similar in it doing exactly what I do, the way that, because I'm unique. Everybody's unique, but just that have the same vision of freedom and prosperity and love and abundance in every area and health, like all of that ruling the world rather than what is currently ruling the world. Shiny's getting some amens, child. Some amens. Amens. Yeah, something for yourself, child. Well, okay, I pontificated long enough. Shall we look at the chart for tomorrow, darlings? Okay, here we go. Hey, Christine, how are you, honey? I was just thinking about you the other day. We need to reconnect. I was just thinking about you. We definitely need to reconnect. Okay, this is the chart for tomorrow. Um, the new moon is 2 days away. I just over the course of the day, we should be dropping some shorts about the new moon. I made a part 1 and part 2. You guys are going to get a little further insight into that if you're here. I'm debating what to talk about tonight because this goddamn Westworld won't let me go. And I think maybe we'll do that. I don't know what that is in my drink. But so we'll be preparing for it. We'll do some readings and so on and so forth for it. Okay. The reason why I titled this particular title today about your fortune is here, or fortune is smiling on you. Look at this. The powers of fortune. Now we went over today's astrology yesterday. I did a 2-parter, Monday and Tuesday. So this is for tomorrow. So the powers of fortune for today is all like, get it, let's go, right? Like, what do you want to do? And with Lilith, today being conjunct the part of fortune, I would call it pars. It's the part of fortune. It's really like that hidden. What's hidden? What's considered perhaps occult? If that's just hidden wisdom, I don't want us to be afraid of that. If you're not using hidden wisdom to harm someone, there's nothing to be concerned about. If you're not using it to open up a portal to lower vibrational energies, CERN, then we don't have anything to worry about, right? Because you're doing what you should do. It's just wisdom that's been hidden from us. By the way, what is my TikTok handle? Hold on, y'all. Child, it's a mess and a half. Oh, nope. It's at Heart of Inspiration. Follow me on TikTok because I am going to be starting to put out information over on TikTok that is not the same as what I put on YouTube Shorts or on Instagram. So we're going to start diverging some of the information. So follow me on TikTok at Heart of Inspiration, spelled out. Let me put it in the chat. I don't think I have anything. Follow me there. Because we're going to dive deeper into all this hidden wisdom stuff. Okay. What's been hidden from us. I think that's going to be a good platform for me to do it on. Now, let's get back to what we're talking about. So tomorrow, the part of fortune is going to be conjunct the sun in Leo. That tells me this is fortune on display. Fortune is smiling on you, right? Good luck, good fortune, happiness, joy, peace, loyal people around you, a loyal tribe, a loyal support system, a loyal tribe. Like all of these things are converging in Leo as we prepare for the new moon. So, what does that look like for you? like, this is not just a time to dream, but it's a time to put it into action. What I also love about that is that conjunction is also then trining Jupiter in Aries in the ninth house. Remember, this is all happening. What are all these little bugs? In the 12th house over here. This is 12th house. This is ninth house. So we're trining. So the ninth house energy, guys, is your personal philosophy. It is your how you view the world, the code that you live by, the moral code, the ethical code, the abundance code, the what are you attracting in your life code, what are you manifesting code. That's you. It's what you feel deep down, your beliefs. It's your belief code. It's also the area for higher learning, deeper learning, right? It's that's in that ninth house too. And that's then connected tomorrow in the 12th house and the sun's already in the 12th house right now. And actually the part of fortune, and today Lilith is in there as well. All of this is connecting along with Mercury. All of this is connecting then between these houses to what is like that deep down. And I want us to begin to use 12th house energy in a different way. I've always talked about it as illusion and delusion and what's behind the curtain and what's under the covers and what's out there in the ethers. But I want us to be very practical about how we're using that energy, especially as we're coming into 8-8 Lionsgate and all of this. Like, this is a very powerful time here in the sign of Leo and Leo season. Very powerful time for numerous types of manifestations. Very powerful time to push or to work your plan forward. Very powerful time for you to show up in the world as you choose to show up in your most authentic self. Very powerful time for you to find the strength in which to do it. Very powerful time for you to tap into this inner strength. And I'm not saying go and blow the world up with it, but what I am saying is to tap into that innermost strength so that what you see, what you portray in the outer world is just amazing, is just authentically you, very powerful and very much of higher consciousness. The reason why this is extremely important right now, and the practicality of this, is we have all of this 5D energy that we've been tapping into and coming to an understanding of, and just saying, oh yes, this is of my highest good, this is my highest self, da, 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 right? But what are we really practically doing with that? And I feel very much like this is such that amazingly beautiful time to be really connected with that energy, really connected with who you really are, and really connected to the masters, ancestors, deities, angels, higher vibrational beings that you are really working with on a daily basis. I don't care if that's, I mean, that could be, this is crazy. I don't know what these little bugs are. That could be, you know, a Christ consciousness, a Jesus. It could be Mother Mary. It could be Gaia. It could be Pachamama. It could be Isis, it could be Athena, it could be, take your pick. Ceridwen, whatever. Shiva, Buddha, all these, but wherever you're connecting to source, whatever path you're taking to connect to source, Kali, I want you to take that path and I want you to take it out of the ethers and come to an innermost understanding of it, personal philosophy, personal belief system, that you're so tied to it, or that it's not in an unhealthy way. that it truly becomes you and you truly become it. Because I don't believe that this is energy that's trying to be separate from us. We're in the age of Aquarius where it's inner knowledge, the gnosis, inner knowing. And as you do that, you begin to see then the physical manifestation of it. That's that part of fortune. As you connect and say it's no longer just a dream, it's no longer just a fantasy, it is my reality. It's no longer a dream, it's no longer a fantasy, it is my reality. I just got your text message, Melissa. So I want you to begin to take that in and really make that a thing. And I believe that this mercurial energy in Leo is going to really help that, because it's going to allow this energy to help you formulate your thoughts, ideas, plans, patterns, identify where there's, some shadow to be healed, identify all of that. Okay. This moon on the 28th, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but it's going to be, so today and tomorrow it's in Cancer. So it's going to be trucking right along. And early on the 28th, we're going to, probably midday, we're going to see where we're going to have the new moon in Leo in the 12th house. Powerful, powerful, powerful energy to bring about, to put into motion, to bring about all of these new intentions. Okay. So that is the where I really want to focus most of our energy as what is it that what else do you need to learn? What else do you want to learn? What else do you need to uncover that's already deep within you? That's really what the learning process is kind of having someone help you and guide you as you go through this awakening process. And then how we're going to put it into action. Lights, camera, action. To also assist us with this, we still have this conjunction. We're going to see this. This conjunction is going to be, this is a triple conjunction. North Node, Uranus, and Mars. And I think we're asleep on that. I really feel like we're asleep on that. And I know I'm harping it. Boy, am I harping on it. Because from the perspective of the moon, it's in the 10th house. It's in your house of career. It's in your house of money. It's in your house of what you're known for. It's in that house. And here we have, I'm chuckling because here in this corner in Cancer, we got the battle of the babes. We have Venus and Lilith tomorrow. They're conjunct today, but tomorrow they'll be dead on top of each other. The battle of the babes, the battle of the boss babes. I want us to take that, merge it. Take that fierce independence. Take that I don't take no for an answer. Take that I'm not conforming to your rules. Take that I'm not conforming to what's going on out there. Take that I'm not living like that. You don't get to force me to live like that. And that is sextiling this energy of coming up and into your own. I want you to take that energy and mesh it together. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. Take what you find beautiful, what you love to do, 11th house energy, what you love to do for humanity. And I want you to bring that Lilith energy of as above, so below. Of everything that I want to do in the natural, honestly, beautifully, wonderfully, has a higher purpose to it that the world can't comprehend. And I find beauty in that. And I'm not going to let it go. Because what you have, how you have turned beauty from ashes, how you have overcome and transmuted and healed. Where you've been is where somebody else needs to know how to get there. They need to be able to turn to find beauty in ashes. They need to be able to rise like the phoenix. And I look at that energy in the 11th house as phoenix rising. Now, globally, what is this going to mean? I say buckle up, buttercup, because we're about to see a whole lot of shaking going on. We're about to see a whole lot of shaking globally going on over these next 4 days. Mark my words. Between the solar flare coming in, and if you haven't seen the shorts will drop shortly. Get your behind outside. Don't stay in the house. I don't care how pale you are or how dark you are. I need you to get outside and soak up this solar energy that's coming at us, especially us. And by us, I mean especially those of us who are already awakening or awakened or ascending or whatever you want to call yourself doing, knowing who the heck you are. Get your behind outside. Don't stay in that house. Don't stay in that house. Because this energy that's permeating our atmosphere coming from the solar flare is grand ascension energy. It is no coincidence that this is happening at the same time that the part of fortune is conjunct the sun in the 12th house. If you have been undergoing spiritual attack, undergoing spiritual, it seems like stagnation, undergoing anything like that, where it feels like things aren't moving, this is getting shaken off. This is getting shaken off. This is getting shaken off. This stops now. It only, though, stops now if you begin to internalize the belief that it stopped. That's the only reason. It only stops now if you internalize the belief that it is over. All right, beloved? Are you hearing me? So I know I sound like a broken record, but let me tell you something. If you don't take the opportunity to take, if you don't take the chance on yourself and the opportunity, oh, I'm gonna have to play that song. Yes, Red. Yes, Red Violet. If you don't take this opportunity to take the opportunity to do what you need to do to get what needs to get done, I'm not saying it's gonna pass you up. I'm just saying it's gonna be difficult, more difficult. I'm just saying it's not going to be easy. I'm just saying that what I would do if I were you is I would not stop. I would not cease. I would not desist until I got what I came here to get, until I started doing what I came here to do, until I decided to bet on myself. And no, no, don't use any more excuses. That might be a little harsh. So mote it be, absolutely. Absolutely. Time to take a spiritual bath. Let's, I guess we could talk about that for a second. What are we at? See your platform. Absolutely. Um, Taking the spiritual bath. Uh, this is gonna sound weird. Get yourself some bay leaves. If you can find some lavender, great. If you can find rose petals, amazing. What else? Lavender oil, frankincense. The bay leaves for prosperity. The bay leaves for manifestation. Put them in your bath water. Soak in it. Anoint yourself. That's what I say do. Get you some candles around. Enjoy it. Hey, sweetheart, how are you? Okay, sweetheart. I have a few minutes to talk to you. You're you're cool. It'll cooperate. Well, watch it after. The new moon is coming in Leo tomorrow, my love. Leo. All right. Awesome, awesome. I'm so glad to see you, everyone here. Um, you got to get moving, y'all. I'm just gonna close this out on a little bit probably more serious note. Let me tell you something, you guys. You hear me say all the time, I can't do this alone. And you all know that I started on this journey and this purpose. I created Lightworker Academy. We created all these things as creators from the heart and practical Lightworker, and we're continuing to do more and more and more. And we're launching, Elevated Media will be on a Roku and Apple TV near you soon for a reason, so that the impact in the world could be magnified. Because I am a quantum space for creation. But we can't do this alone. And I understand that there are things happening in everybody's 3D life. I get it. Because I'd be lying to you if there aren't some things that happen in my own 3D life. Of course they do. But it's time for us to stop. I was watching Elizabeth April earlier. Sometimes I like her stuff, sometimes I don't. It is what it is. But she said something that was very profound that I've been feeling for a very long time. And I'm very glad that she said it. And hopefully a lot of people will hear it. And I want to say it to you. The fighting against the machine, so to speak, the fighting against the matrix, the fighting against the status quo, the fighting against all that there is actually perpetuates all that there is. And I've been saying this, but I think that she said it in a great way. It helps to perpetuate it. How? Because we're focused on it. And since we're focused on it, that's where our energy goes. And if our energy goes there, it actually helps perpetuate it. So I'm refocusing, and I've been refocusing, but I'm making this a solemn vow to you all. I will continue to bring you what might be happening in the 3D realm. But just like I said yesterday, and I've been saying this for a while, I'm focused on New Earth. I'm focused on higher dimensional living. I'm focused on this is the world I'm creating. I am aware of this to a degree. I get in and get out. I get in and get out. I'm aware of it. I'm still living here, right? You can still feel me. You can still hear me. But I get in, I get out. If we truly want to create a new world, then we have to create that new world. You have to take a moment to finally say to yourself, in this time, in this season, what am I going to do? Am I going to continue to just reconfirm all of that? Or am I going to propel myself forward? Or am I going to propel myself upward and then bring that into the natural? Am I going to bet on myself and exchange my energy? Am I going to bet on myself and use the third dimensional resources I have available to me to propel myself forward or not? That can look like a whole bunch of different things in a whole bunch of different ways. That could look like maybe investing in some more crystals. That could look like, I don't know, buying a new deck. That could look like creating some sort of astrological or numerical or numerological like course and then saying this is what I'm going to do. That could look like actually taking the time to grow my Instagram and my Facebook and my TikTok and my this and my that. That can look like learning and getting mentorship. I don't know what it looks like for you. I don't know what it looks like for you. So I don't want y'all to think this is some like sideways sales pitch because it's not. What this is, though, is it doesn't matter. Whoever you end up working, I need you just to work with somebody. If it's not me, I'm cool. I don't have a problem with it. But I need you to step up to the plate and then for all of us to work together. That's what I'm saying. I need you to open up. I need you to be the flower, be the tree, be the amazing being that you are. I need you to show up in strength and in truth and get into not the fray, but get into the creation. Okay? So if you don't do anything else between now and this new moon, make a decision that you're going to move forward in the creation. All right? And I'm not telling you that you're not doing enough. Please don't get me wrong. I'm saying those of you that have been like, I don't know, I can't do, blah, 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 da, da, da. There are a lot of us that have made sacrifices. Some of us more than others, and I don't begrudge it at all. But the best sacrifice I ever made was betting on myself. Did that mean that friends and family and all this fell away? Yeah. Did that mean I didn't get to have what I probably would have thought would have been some fabulous relationships or whatever? Yeah. Does that mean that I spent quite a few hours meditating, traveling, creating content, creating programs and courses and working with people and groups and one-on-one? Yeah. I wouldn't trade it for the world. To me, the Christ consciousness blueprint, and I'm not denigrating it, is that you die to self and die to ego and rise in power. Thank you, beloved. Hey, Christina. Let's catch up on these. Oh, you love it when I listen. The spirit comes over me. The spirit of the Lord. We need to build each other up. Absolutely. Our white zinnia, while zinnia has many different meanings, it is usually associated with friendship, endurance, daily remembrance, goodness, and lasting affection. I love that. Oh, that's beautiful. Botanical course. I love that. Fabulous. I love you too, sweetie. Listen, I'm here to support you too. We're all here to support one another. And we got to get together so we can talk about your spiritual gangsta. Embrace and shine our light. Absolutely. 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 Thank you, thank you. It's real, absolutely. This is more real than you guys ever real. I wish I could somehow get you to see the things that I see when I'm in the astral. I wish somehow I could just translate the vision and the visions of all these lights turning on and some flickering on and off. And I wish sometimes I could get you all to hear both the joy and the pain, because I hear them both. And for you to catch this, what this new earth begins to look like as there's two earths living in the same, living simultaneously. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. I'll share a little bit. This really is going longer than I wanted. You know, when I'm in dream time or astral time, knowingly or unknowingly, it's as if there's all these little flames. Some are huge, right? They're huge bonfires. Some are flickers. Some are just kind of getting there. And I know that each and every one of those lights, each and every one of those orbs is an energy, an energetic being having the human experience that is coming into the realization of who they really are at some level, either that they've been lied to and their existence isn't what they thought it was, or those that are breaking free from that matrix and those that are breaking free and saying, I'm no more, no mas. And some are just like, "Wah," going like gangbusters. And then I see a darker energy trying to come and snuff them all out. Sometimes they're successful, but then they flicker again. And I see the control, right? I see where they try to control the burn. And there are a lot of people that are very powerful light workers and entities that have actually fallen into this controlled burn. They have a perception that they're really burning brightly and they're burning, right? They have this perception that that's what's going on. But in reality, what's happening is they're just getting it mirrored back to them what they're sending out instead of it actually permeating and getting out into the ethers. And they're so much focused on um kind of a negativity or what's happening in the 3D that they don't really ever get out. And so some of them are deceived and some of them are actually black light, they're false light. Not all black light is bad. I'm just saying they're false light. You could tell there's not a higher dimensional power behind it. And then I see the light warriors going around and battling here and battling there and making headway, yes. But even some of them are far and away too focused on the 3D and not focused enough on the spiritual ramifications and the spiritual overtone. And even some of the warriors are beginning to get a really big ego. Because they haven't really fully shed the 3D, right? And I think religion gives us a false sense, and honestly, the religion of spirituality gives us this false sense of I've done it all. I've come, right, to save the world. And while there's been great growth, there's also growing narcissism that comes with it, and we've talked about spiritual ego before. So I see these things, right? And I know that they're doing good overall, but what's keeping things kind of in place and intact is, again, this overreaching energy being put towards the existing matrix, if you will. And then I feel the higher dimensional, be they ascended masters or be they Andromedans or be they wherever, but the higher dimensional entities, and they're like, just come up. Just learn what you need to learn and turn on all of these hidden wisdoms and abilities within you and learn how to just go and be infinite. Learn how to be infinite because you can, even within a finite body. Because as you become more infinite, you then change your molecular structure within you. Other than the fact that I need to, drop some pounds and I see an occasional wrinkle here or there, I don't look or feel 54, right? You turn back the clock. You really do, because you're renewing your body all at the same time. I'm not condemning anyone. I'm just saying what I see. And sometimes I weep because what happens is that I see so many that are like, I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to do this. But then there's a fear of, I'm not going to be able to afford to do it, or I'm not going to be able to sustain it, or it's not going to be blah, 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 blah. Or there's some that are like, I want to do it, I want to do it, I want to do it, but they're not willing to give the energy exchange in whatever format that there is. I don't know. I really do feel like in the very near future, the energy exchange is going to be very different. Money won't be the same and none of this will be the same. So I'm not sure what that looks like. But if you think that you're not going to have to exchange something for something, that's just not plausible. And that there's no dimension where there isn't a balance that's struck. It's easier in higher dimensions to strike that balance because everybody is operating at a higher dimension. So there's no, yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's just no icky. That's the only way I can put it. So I see the split. It's even more pronounced now than it was a couple months ago, a couple weeks ago. And I know that this solar flare-ish energy, if you want, that's coming at us, that's already enveloped the earth. The solar winds are up high, and there's much more plasmatic activity, and so you feel it, I'm sure. So be careful, especially if you battle um, any type of mental health concerns or issues. If you battle that, be very careful. Please have lots of chamomile, lavender, right? Lots of that. Um, lots of the cedar wood and the um uh like the fir, like get out into nature, ground, be with the trees, be with the grass, because this is really high vibrational, life-changing energy. But it's gonna hit us all. The question is, how are you gonna integrate it, and what are you gonna do with it afterwards? You're reaching a golden opportunity for massive shift in your structure, massive awakening, massive doors opening. And there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna need our help faster than you think. All the same while I'm seeing AI and I'm watching these videos and I'm understanding what's going on in real life and in on the small and the large too, a large screen. And AI is becoming very dangerously sentient because they're trying to take away or trying to duplicate our sentience. So while this might sound very dire, for humanity to survive, we must ascend. For humanity to survive, we must ascend. All right. Enough. 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 Let me be done with that. Okay. Um, I thank each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for doing all the YouTubey things, liking, subscribing, and sharing this video. Um, uh, as always, down below there's a Linktree link. You can schedule some time with me to talk about stepping into your purpose. We have quite a few people in this chat that have done so and are doing very well. And my goal is to get at least 10 more, if not 15 of you over the next 30 days. That's my goal. 10 to 15 more of you into the program in the next 30 days. Also down there's also going to be in that link tree, there's also the link to be able to become a part of our Creators from the Heart group. That's a monthly membership. So you want to check that out too. Yeah. But as always, just thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Appreciate y'all listening to me. I appreciate y'all taking this energy and going forward with it. And everything and anything that I can do here to continue to teach you and help you and uplift you and support you, we're here. All right. Thank you, my dear. I love you too, honey. Give me a call. I'm about to sign off. Tarot guy, what you got to say? Despite all our heated conversations, I'm also here to support you and each other from a place of light. Let me tell you something, tarot guy. Can I just thank you for saying that? Now I'm signing off because I got to get ready for another meeting. Okay. Baby, let me tell you something. Listen, I love our heated discussions. You know why? Because I can rarely have a heated discussion with somebody or passionate discussion that they can hold their own. Give me a reason why you believe what you believe, and we can have boom, 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 an exchange of ideas. I love it. I love it. I love the exchange. I learned something from you. Hopefully, you learned something from me. If we agree to disagree, I'm cool. But I love the exchange. It gives me insight. It gives me, like, hey, that's what we're missing in this country, in this world now. You can't say a damn thing to nobody. So I love your heat. Don't ever. It's all right. It's all good. Baby. Oh, spiritual college. Thank you, too. Thank you, baby. You're so glad. I'm so glad, too. Oh, she thought I was. Girl, give me a second. Hold on. I ain't even signed up yet. Hold on. Hang on. Okay. All right, guys. Clearly, I'm gonna show you this. Speaking of spiritual college, let me see if I can open this up really quick. As of earlier today, I did receive this in my inbox. So I'm gonna share this with y'all. As of earlier today, or maybe it was yesterday. Hopefully y'all can see this. This, you all, is, and let me zoom in because y'all can't see it. I want y'all to see this. Lightworker Academy is officially trademarked, and I hold the trademark for Lightworker Academy as well as our logo. I hold the trademark for Lightworker Academy as well as our logo. So, baby, it's on and popping. And on that note, peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. Guys, I will be back later on tonight. I promise you, 8 o'clock. promise you, I'll be back tonight and I don't know what we're going to talk about yet, but we'll talk about something. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Y'all take care. Love you. Bye.